Prime XBT is the most powerful trading platform offering immediate access to over 30 assets. Trade cryptocurrencies, forex, commodities, stock indices, and much more, all from a single Bitcoin settled account. Visit the link below and start trading on Prime XBT in minutes.
What's up, everyone? Hope you guys are doing good. Welcome to the webinar. So yeah, it's Christmas. Well, I think it is Christmas. I mean, it's the 25th, so it's still Christmas. Hopefully, because I got a Christmas hat on. So I really love Christmas. I'm just gonna try to have my Christmas celebration as long as I'm allowed to. I mean, I'm not gonna run around at summer times in my Santa Claus outfit, but I'm at least for the next couple of weeks, I'm most likely gonna look like this. I love it. Check it out. I got my Birb Nest what's this called? Hoodie. It's a hoodie. And I also have my, look at this, we got a Christmas star in the office. And we also have, check this out, you gotta check this out. Look at that. That's I don't know what that is. Christmas trees. Beautiful. Love it. All right, so obviously you guys know about the celebration period we're having here in the Birb Nest. So go. Thank you very much. I also think this is a very cool hat. It's the best one I have. I wear it almost every day. Right, so today we're gonna take a look at the Bitcoin and the altcoins. I'm gonna change the rolling text because it's not reading the right thing. It should be another link. Let me change that. I wanted to say sign up for exclusive Christmas celebration and anniversary gifts. Right, that's better. All right, so if you guys don't know already, we're having this third anniversary in the Birb Nest, which means that we have you probably know everything. You probably know what that means. It's the third year of existence. Life had no meaning before 3 years ago, basically. Right, so holy fuck me. I've totally missed this. Bitcoin is breaking out to new highs on the... Right, so I forgot to press record. All right, so we're actually starting right now. I forgot to press record, which means I will have to run the intro once again.
Prime XBT is the most powerful trading platform offering immediate access to over 30 assets. Trade cryptocurrencies, forex, commodities, stock indices, and much more, all from a single Bitcoin settled account. Visit the link below and start trading on Prime XBT in minutes.
Right, there we go. Beautiful. So are we like, when did this breakout happen? Right, like right now. Holy fuck. I mean, like that's insane. Love it. I want my time to be, I want it to be +1 to make more sense. Beautiful. So this caught me by surprise. I have obviously not had any alerts on Bitcoin at this level. For some reason, I only have alerts down here. So yeah, Bitcoin is breaking to new highs, and that's definitely something to celebrate. Holy shit! I mean, we're going higher on the 25th. I did absolutely not expect this, but you guys, like, I've been saying that for every breakout. Like every time we... Let me look at another shot here. So I mean, every time that we have actually... Let's remove everything here. And I'm sorry for that beginning, like the intro. I'm just so stressed. I just got out of the shower and just had to run down because I totally forgot the time for the webinar. So I did this one. It's not planned in any way, honestly. I just figured we want to look at Bitcoin, and obviously we want to look at Bitcoin very closely now with this breakout right here. And like I said before, like on every, like I feel like I'm kind of stuck in the break and retest mentality. So I feel like that might be the bear market talking, right? Because in the bear market, usually, because in if you're gonna long in the bear market, you usually want to wait for the retest. Like in my opinion, you want to wait, like always wait for the retest. That's gonna be the higher probability. Like the retest is going to be the higher probability trade, right? Being a breakout trader, you have less win rate, but you know, it all depends on the risk to reward. So the win rate isn't really that important, right? But as a breakout trader, you most likely have a bit lower win rate, but more trades and maybe higher risk to reward because the breakouts can really run and you can quickly move your stops to entry. That's just not my style of trading. My style of trading is, you know, waiting for a breakout, then longing the rounded retest of the breakout level. Now, obviously, looking at Bitcoin right here on this massive bull run that we're seeing right now, we haven't really, the break and retest haven't really worked out here. The best thing to do here is to buy Bitcoin whenever there's a dip. It's, you know, really in, you know, buy the dip mode right here. So whenever Bitcoin sees a dip, you're gonna be a buyer. Whenever Bitcoin sees a dip that's getting bought up quickly, you're gonna be a buyer, right? And we have some good examples of that on this structure prior to the all-time high breakout, right? You can kind of see how we had a nice dip here, formed a W on the 4-hour, broke out. That's your buy signal, right? Dip down into the RLC of this move right here, created a W on the 4-hour, broke out. That's your buy signal, right? Now we're getting the same type of structure, right? You're getting a strong breakout. You're getting a dip right down here to 382, right? You're getting that dip down to 382, comes up with the 4-hour 50 EMA. You're getting that dip, quickly getting bought up, and continuation to the upside. We can now see some type of you know, bullish, definitely bullish continuation here, but and we're breaking out of the current range, right? So now the question is, now will we buy the breakout or will we buy the break and retest? Well, I think it makes sense here to now view the previous range as your danger area or your danger zone, right? As soon as you enter the prior range, you are running the risk of, you know, moving below range EQ and then moving below range low. And when we get that full range resolution and we lose range low, that's when we have, you know, a move back down to low time frame to medium time frame bearishness, because we have now cleared the whole previous range. But that we're not even close to that, right? We've just broken range low. I'm just talking about what I'm looking at in terms of, you know, the danger area. And because that's the danger area, that also means that, let's remove all of this. That also means that potential danger area for Bitcoin should be viewed as a possible invalidation level, right? And especially the range lows, right? So what I always look at when I'm looking at a trade, or when I'm always interested in, is invalidation levels. I don't really care about targets. I'm more interested in where am I wrong, right? Because in my opinion, having an exit strategy to the downside is more important than having a set exit strategy to the upside. And what I mean by that is, you need to have a very clear plan for when to exit if you're losing, but the plan to exit when you're winning don't really have to be that clear, because it's all about letting the winners run, right? So you're just gonna let it run as long as it can, and maybe just trail your stop up, either a manual trailing your stop up or having an automatic stop trailing, right? So with winners, you gotta be very very patient with your winners, but very impatient with your losers, right? So as soon as you see a trade, you know, getting below that invalidation area, and you kind of start to get the feeling that, all right, it's right, so price is now showing the market structure that I do not want to be buying, then well, you want to be selling, which means you want to exit your longs, right? Bitcoin right here is extremely bullish, and we're just seeing, you know, breakout consolidation. It's just breaking out one level after the other, and we have now hit the high of this move was 24,681. Holy shit, almost 25k. That's insane. Wonder what we hit on Bitstamp. Let's see. So 24,661. So not quite, but very close to 25, right? Insane. So back to Binance, back to USDT. Let's see. So yeah, on this shot right here, it's quite obvious. And why is this obvious? Well, we're watching the range high getting taken out, right? So the trade, like if you're a break and retest trader like me, the trade is here is just absolutely very obvious, right? Let me just adjust these levels just a little bit. I think that makes more sense, honestly. Right there. Yeah, this previous range high now is supposed to be used as support, right? At least that's what we want for going long, right? So now the area between, let's say, 24,300 and 24,400 should now, holy shit, that's not the one. 24 should now be viewed as your support area. So like I said, the area between 24k and 24.3 should be used as your potential support area, with every dip into the previous range should be viewed as Bitcoin kind of entering the danger zone of breaking down and creating a medium to low time frame bearish market structure. And if that's the case, if we fail to hold this range, we're most likely going to see a move lower down to the area between 18 and 20k. We also have to add I want to see, like, where is the daily 20 EMA, and the daily 20 EMA is right there. So in you know, in about 3 to 4 days, I anticipate the daily 20 EMA to move up into the range low area at around 22.4. Now, if the daily 20 EMA moves up into the range low areas around 22.4, we're gonna have a very strong confluence with that area, which makes me think that if Bitcoin is bullish, if we are going to see another high momentum move to the upside, that area is most definitely going to act as strong support. Now, that also adds confluence to the fact that if we break that area to the downside, it's gonna add more bearishness, right? And the logic behind that is a strong support should act as strong support, but once a strong support fails to hold as support, price then shows more weakness, right? Because of that strong support not holding. And if the daily 20 EMA moves up into the 22.4k area, we are definitely going to see range low or this whole range acting as strong support. And there's a couple of ways to play this current move right here. Like the first and obvious way is obviously just to buy Bitcoin, because we're breaking to new highs over and over and over and over again. So I don't really think it makes sense to wait for a strong correction, because people have been waiting for a strong correction ever since the break of 12k, right? And when we broke 12k to the upside, people were waiting for that 12k level to hit. I know there's still some people waiting for 12k region to hit, me included, but I'm not going to be trading off that. I'm not going to be waiting. Like, it's not like I'm going to, like, Bitcoin is going to hit 100k. I'm like, well, I'm still looking for 12k. It's not like that. The higher price moves, the higher your support levels should move with it. And if we look at the higher time frame chart for Bitcoin here, let's see, we can kind of start to add some areas of interest here, and this is definitely going to be an area of interest. I'm gonna focus on only the most important levels right here, and we have two levels of importance here. And I'm gonna show you something interesting here too in just a minute here. So we have two levels that's of most importance on the Bitcoin chart right here, which is going to be this level first. Something like that. By the way, guys, I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas, and hopefully you have a wonderful. Is it called Boxing Day today? Boxing or like when I was a kid, I always thought it was the day when people went out to box, like to fight, right? I never really understand that or understood that. I do now. I do now understand that you should like the 25th of December is not the day to go out and fight in the streets. That would be pretty cool though, if if we had like a fight club ish day once a year. I think that's, world might need a day like that. Right, so this is the level I'm watching as the you know, basically the 12k region, right? And then above we have the 19 to, well, what is it, the 19 to 20k area. That's basically the two major support areas that I'm watching right now, right? So one very important thing right here is the fact that the 20 EMA on the weekly is not that far away from the previous high all-time highs breakout area, and in a bull market, price likes to come back down once in a while to test the 20 EMA on the weekly. And if the 20 EMA on the weekly, which is this yellow one right here, comes up into the 19k area, we're gonna add some massive confluence to that area. Another thing that I like to do is to add the fib levels to look for any fib confluence with these levels. So what you should do is you can add the fib, right? You can add the fib from this low right here to this current high right here. But what you should do is you should add the fib, like, if to make it valid, you should wait for the beginning of the retrace, right? So if we get a move like this and we start to move down, now the fib levels become valid, right? They're not going to be valid if you create, you know, if you draw the fibs from this low to this high and then price continues to pump, right? And then retrace. If it's, you know, continuing to pump after you draw the fibs, you obviously have to use this high instead of that one, right? But you can always add the fibs and kind of ask yourself what levels am I interested in if we get that correction right now. So right now, if price moves, you know, it's getting reacted at the current prices, what levels am I interested in? And we have some quite obvious confluence here, right? So the first, and in my opinion the most important level when it comes to the Fibonacci retracement tool is the 618, right? So the 618 is my go-to level. That's like when we have a retrace back to the 618 in a bullish market, I'm gonna be a buyer. Like I'm almost always going to be a buyer, especially on Bitcoin and Ethereum when it comes to these levels, right? And that level is in perfect confluence with this support level below, which is the 12K area. That's where we have the 618, also called the RLC, right? So the whole RLC area is probably like obviously going to be a high time frame, very interesting area to watch. But I honestly do I think Bitcoin is going down below 10K? I don't think so. I think this is a whole new cycle for Bitcoin, and I don't think I think in in the next 5 years the chart is going to, like, this area right here is going to be. We're not going to view these levels in the same way. We're probably going to be watching a chart that looks something like, something like this, right? Which kind of means that we're going to be way higher than this area. And in fact, even the thought of Bitcoin being at 10K is going to be like thinking about Bitcoin at 1K today, right? I really think that, because this breakout is just so strong, and really if we come down and have a nice rounded retest just like we had here of the 10K area and continuation to the upside, like we get a reaction, rounded retest, bounce at this major breakout area, and then take out this high to create a higher high and a higher low, I think we're in a whole new cycle for Bitcoin, and where we should be looking at 100K and not 10K, right? That's what I'm thinking. And guys, like, when we were talking about 100K down here, I mean that kind of felt like a dream, but we're actually right now very close to 25K, which means that 100K is not out of the question, right? It's really getting closer. It's really getting closer, which feels just crazy to even talk about that. But that's really what I'm thinking. And so again, watching this breakout right here, where I like the one time frame I'm looking at the most is always going to be the 4 hour, because I really like, most of my entries are made on the 4 hour. I'm looking at the daily and the weekly to add my levels. I'm looking at most likely the daily to confirm breakouts, but I always enter based on 4 hour time frame price action. Like could be a daily close above a range high like this one, when you see the daily close above, and then I want a rounded retest on a 4 hour. I don't need to see a rounded retest on a daily, but I need to see a rounded retest on a 4 hour, and I need the 4 hour breakout with the rounded retest to be clean, right? And the on a retest, the areas I'm looking at of most interest is the immediate. If it's a move to the upside, I'm looking at the immediate high prior to breakout, which is on the 4 hour, is here. But you can also watch the hourly if that candle makes more sense. And I think the hourly is really where it's at right here, because the last high prior to the breakout is actually confluent with this whole blue zone, which kind of adds some nice confluence to this blue zone. Another thing I like to do is I like to look at the low time frames like the hourly and add the RLC of the from the low to the high of this whole impulsive move. So the last immediate low before that strong impulse move, and I'd like to watch that one right here. I'd like to see if I can find if I can find the RLC, and if the RLC is in confluence with the last high prior to breakout, that's going to add some confluence to that level too. So because of the fact that the RLC is now down here, I do think we're most likely going to get, like, if we're going to get continuation to the upside, we have to kind of expand our possible buy zone area or potential bounce area to incorporate the whole RLC and the both the 4-hour last high prior to the breakout and the hourly last high prior to the breakout, and that's the area we get, which is kind of confluent with the range high area. And also we have the 4-hour 20 and 50 right here. So we have good confluence in this whole range, which makes me feel that you're probably not going to be entering the blind orders. Should wait for that buy action to come in if you're looking for if you want to buy a retest, right? Now, how would that buy pressure look? Well, I mean, the fact that it's the 25th of December, it's it's the holidays. The big players are most likely not that very active right now. The market is really, we got a lot of potential manipulation going on right now. There's liquidity is really drying up. It's easier for the it's easier to manipulate the market when there's less market participants right now, which makes me think that maybe I mean, in a market condition like that, I feel like breakouts are more prone to be fakeouts, right? So you could be extra careful. That's why, like, on the weekends, I usually never buy a breakout on weekends. I don't trade on weekends, but buying a breakout on the weekends are going to be more dangerous than buying on like Monday or Tuesday, right? Hopefully that makes sense, right? So yeah, that's it for Bitcoin. Targets for Bitcoin, I don't know, like the moon. Like I have no targets to the upside. I'm just gonna, like, Bitcoin is going up. It's strong. It's super strong right now. I'm just quickly gonna see if because I'm actually live on YouTube right now too. So I'm gonna see if I actually have any questions in the YouTube chat. And guys, like, if you have any questions, obviously the guys in the big marker, the Nest Club members and the Birb Nest members are obviously like, your questions is obviously going to be prioritized. Merry Christmas, Richard. Merry Christmas. And Happy New Birb year. Birb year. Like that. Let's look at some alts. Oh man, like, I actually have to end the webinar not too long. God damn it. I'm heading out with the kids shortly, and they're probably gonna start screaming and hitting the door and raiding my office and trying to kill me shortly. So gotta make sure to get everything done before that. For some reason, over the Christmas period, they turn into small goddamn monsters. Where is the market scanner? I think we're gonna do a quick market scanner. If you advise us to trade with BTC, what would you do? I mean, now, sorry for stupid question. There's no stupid question, and I will never ever view a question as stupid, right? If you advise us to trade with BTC, what would you do? Well, what would I do? I would buy some, right? I would probably, like, I am spot long right now, so I have bought some BTC. I got a fairly big position in BTC that I'm not selling. If I were to trade BTC right now, I would buy some right here. I would buy 25% or 50% of your desired position right now at market on this breakout, because it makes sense to buy Bitcoin on a breakout in this market, right? It's 25th. I don't care. Like, who cares? Obviously I care, but I mean, goddamn, like, Bitcoin is so bullish. So buy 25 to 50% of your desired position right here, but make sure to be okay with losing maybe at least 10% of that value. Now, if you buy some here and you're okay with losing 10% of that position, that's all right, right? Just have a very small position, and if you move down here and you get a strong move to the upside again, and then a new breakout, that's when you could enter your a fully desired position, or if you get like a 4-hour round retest and continuation, that's when you can enter fully as a trade. Where would you place stops for this? Well, it all depends on how much you're risking, how much you're like all right, so where's the invalidation level? Well, I have one invalidation level is right here, but that's more like for this level. My invalidation here is any new entry into prior range will be, you know, entering the danger zone, right? But range low is going to be acting as strong you know, invalidation level. But really, I think as a trade, I think you should average into Bitcoin right now. I don't think you should. There's obviously some low time frame trades here, right? There's obviously some low time frame trades here, and one of those trades could really be something like this, right? Like something like that. It could have your stops below range GQ. That could be a nice nice trade, right? Nice low time frame trade where you have the stops below the 23,333 level as a low time frame trade, and more medium time frame trade, put it below range low, and a high time frame trade, you should probably have your invalidation level all the way down at 16k as your major invalidation level. Right, so I'm quickly gonna do, let's see. That's Bitcoin. And once again, there's no stupid questions. If you're sitting there and you want to ask me something and you're not really sure about what to ask, you got to remember that once upon a time, a long time ago, I was in a cryptocurrency trading group, right? And I was watching webinars just like you guys were, and I asked the shit out of the host. Like, I asked so many questions that he probably wanted to ban me, but I was a paying customer, so he couldn't. And that's what I'm saying, like, ask me whatever you want, because I learned that way. I learned to trade that way. Like, that's how I learn to make money trading, by asking people that were already making money. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking about something to ask, and you're not gonna ask it because you think it's stupid, well, like of course it's gonna be like, if you don't know, you can't know, right? Obviously. And I knew nothing when I started out. Like, I had no goddamn idea about anything. Right, so more questions. Can you have a look at XRP, please? Entered yesterday after seeing that massive drop. Well, goddamn, XRP. Wow. First of all, I want to ask you something. Why did you buy XRP? Like, what's the reasoning behind that? Like, did you see a trade setup on XRP? I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, for some reason, when big stuff like when big FA events comes out, like the one a couple of days ago or yesterday with XRP, I think honestly it makes no sense to be trading that, because the wow, look at this. Sorry if I'm just out of track here, but yes, a massive drop. But I mean, a massive drop signals probably weakness, right? And but that's just, some people like to buy that. Some people really like to wait for the massive drop and start buying that. But yeah, I mean, that's obviously getting bought up, so that's not a terrible thing to do, obviously. Can you capture your shot and paste it on Discord? Would love to learn on drawing ranges. Dora, are you in the Nest Club? If you are in the Nest Club, what I could do instead is just show you how to, instead of just posting a chart and for you to kind of learn that way, I'm just gonna show you, right? So in a webinar, just let me know when just let me know what you want me to look at in detail, and I can just show you exactly how to draw the ranges, right? How I do it, how I trade it, how, like, everything about the trades. That is better. Probably better than to just post a chart, because this range right here, and the way I do trade my ranges, it's just not like, I might put some lines on the chart, but I don't view the lines as the holy grail, the exact level, the exact price where price has to hit. I'm watching the area behind, like around the levels. But usually, like, normally how you want to draw a range is you want to, if you get a big move to the upside right here, right? You want to select the high of that impulsive move down to the low area of that where that move is getting rejected down to where it's bouncing, right? So that's your range high, and that's your range low area. And now if the range EQ kind of lines up with price action like it does here, well, there's your range, right? There's your range. Just follow price action, right? That's it. So the high of the impulsive move down to the first bounce, and if the range EQ lines up with the price action, there's your range. It just needs to look good and make sense. If it looks like shit and doesn't make sense, it's probably not good range. XRP. You bought in at 28 cents. 28 cents, 28 cents, 28 cents, 28 cents. So what's your plan here? I would say that you should probably be I would start to look at an exit at this general area up here. But if we can reclaim that huge drop area, we're probably going higher. But I would look at potential exit at 0.437 on XRP. Oh man, we're really gonna go. Right, so I gotta do this quick. You think Ethereum and Link will fall? Yes. Look at the market scanner, guys. Look at the market scanner. This is in Discord, right? All right, that's very old market scanner. God damn it. Well, this is way more red now. Oh, that's embarrassing. Well, if you look at the USDT pairs here, or USD pairs, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Everything's just super crazy bullish, right? It's super crazy bullish. Everything versus USD is just looking fantastic. And then you come down to the BTC pairs, and it's just death and destruction and blood. Which means you should probably not be buying altcoins versus Bitcoin. But holy shit, look at the altcoins versus USDT. This is your time to be buying altcoins versus USDT. Like I'm gonna be busy today, probably, most likely. But I might have the. Is the market scanner broken? Is it? Is this old? Is these old posts? Let's see. Today. No, the last post was 6 minutes ago, so I don't think it's broken. Yeah, so XRP 0.437 is what I'm looking at for a potential sell if it's and reclaim that area for bullish price action. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at Link and Ethereum and answer your questions if they should follow. I do think they will most likely follow. Yeah. Wait a minute. I really hope that setup did not get stopped out on that wick. That would be catastrophic. Oh man, good. Good. Or wait a minute, is it the wrong one? Load chart. So this is the Ethereum setup we have going in the Birb Nest. We had a massive drop the other day, but our stop loss should be safe below the RLC. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Like, I'm not gonna be I'm obviously not gonna say that I'm we're lucky or some shit like that. But I'm gonna say I'm lucky. This has nothing to do with skills. The stop loss is just way too high. We're just lucky that we didn't get stopped out here. But I love it. May I learn if Ethereum signal an official call fit stop loss? It's active. It's very much active, and I would be a buyer here. I get stopped out on 2 setups, not on the rest. Ethereum is looking fine. Yeah, Ethereum and Link is most likely gonna follow. Ethereum is most likely going to break out here, and I'm thinking we're going to see a move up to the 750. No, 715, not 50. God. That's our first take profit, 715, 714. Wow, this Santa Claus hat is holy fuck me. Look at that. I'm swearing a lot and I don't like that, so I apologize very much for my very unprofessional conversation skills. This is a massive dip for Link. I'm not going to be a buyer here until we see a break in market structure in 4 hour, which means reclaiming last resistance area, which is the $13 area. Right. Let's see. We got some stuff going on in the chat. Bitcoin is breaking out of a symmetrical triangle, currently retesting the breakout line on the 4 hour shot. Does that confirm a massive flagpole pump in the next few days? Well, I don't really look at triangles, and but yeah, I would say we're gonna get continuation to the upside. I would really I think we're going higher, guys. I mean, why not? Why shouldn't we be? BitNow is raising their hand. Do you have anything to ask? Raising your hand. You don't have to raise your hand, but I like the fact that you're actually raising your hand. I feel like Bitcoin is yeah, so look at this, right? We came down, we are now seeing some type of bounce of the range high area. I think now would be a good time to actually start increasing your BTC holdings. Right, so I've just advised my private students to increase the BTC exposure because I do like this price action right here. So I've written like you should increase your BTC holdings by a small amount, and we're gonna wait for daily candle closure as confirmation of a breakout and add some more. And if we get a retrace and bounce, we're gonna add a shit ton of more Bitcoin to our portfolio. I'm scared of increasing my position. Me too. Like I'm super scared. I've been scared all the way since 12K. Like I'm shitting my pants here, being scared of buying Bitcoin. Like I don't know why, because I'm probably in that bear market state of mind. This bull market just happened so quickly that I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like I'm just sitting here waiting for that retrace, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna be left behind, so I better stop buying. Like there's a time for FOMO, right? There's a time when FOMO makes sense, and in my opinion, there's difference between FOMOing and controlled FOMOing. Like controlled FOMOing is probably not FOMOing, but I like the word FOMOing, so I'm just gonna use the word FOMOing. Controlled FOMOing makes sense. Yes, the audio is working. At least I think so. I hope so. Or I've been sitting here for almost an hour talking to myself, which is not that it happens. It happens when I've been streaming for like 15-20 minutes, just talk to myself. But yeah, I mean, I'm scared of buying Bitcoin here too. I am, which means I should probably buy some more. I mean, we have some clear levels. We have some clear levels going on. Like price action is pretty simple here. And we got some clear levels. I mean, as soon as you are okay with losing 10% of current position, buy here. You buy here, right? If you're okay with losing 30% of your position, you could buy here too. It's all about how much are you willing to lose? LTC USDT. Do you think there's enough volume to climb up? I don't watch volume. I just follow the price action, and I think price action is speaking volumes here. Algo USDT. Let's take a look at Algo USDT. No, not yet. We got to see a break and retest of the previous support area. All right, guys, I actually have to go. I am very late to a meeting, which I should. I have a meeting in 10 minutes, and I have to drive way more than 10 minutes. All right, guys. So thank you for joining today. I really do appreciate all of you. Taking the time to come here and join me on this webinar. I do appreciate all of you. You guys are the best. I could not have asked for a better community to be a member of. It's really the best thing that could have happened to me as a trader to be a member of the Birb Nest. Like, I have personally improved my trading just by being a member of this community by tenfold. So yeah, and it's all thanks to you guys, because when you ask me questions and I have to describe the things to you, that makes me kind of learning the stuff again, which kind of refreshes the memory. I don't know what I'm saying. Take care, guys. See you guys next time. If I can find the bottom to end the stream.